getting ready to do some playing of the tablas. Playing music is a great gift. And the key for me has been to send light, love, whilst doing it. You know, just different creative thoughts, different scenes I make in my stuff that inspire me while playing, like a bunch of different things. I'll think about animal scenes, you know, gazelles getting chased by tigers, or cheetahs, or underwater scenes, schools of fish that leave light. A lot of times I'll envision myself in the middle of Earth, sending out light in all directions. A lot of times I'll be putting it up like the magnetic, and then coming down and sending it out that way. Sometimes I'll envision, just running around the globe, leaving light, affecting people, seeing people fight, putting love on that situation. They stop fighting. Seeing hungry people, giving them food, poor people giving them gold, stuff like that. Just imaginary stuff. Another good one is opposite sex dancing or whatever you're attracted to these days. I don't know. But, I'll envision like a luau and some lady in a grass skirt going off and these kind of things. Hummingbirds flying along, things that create emotion. And it's just fluff, but really that's the start of everything. Just fluff. So it's a great way to play music, be part of the music. And it's fun. You don't think about the technical thing of it. You think about sending the light. And when you're sending the light, you are receiving the light. So it's a great experience. Best way to learn music. Best way to enjoy music. And this is, I say it's the best way, but it's the best way for me. Whenever I say anything is right, it's right for me. And I believe most cases that it could be right for multiple people. So right now, I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to think about the sun. I'm going to be flying around the sun, sending my love to it. I'm going to be projecting sort of a lace onto it, a light lace made of light, like kind of an elven thing, just a blessing. I'm shooting it on there with my lace gun while I'm flying around the sun. How you like that? But you can think about anything, you know. It'd be cool if people would jam along with this and then somehow send their jam, make it visible somehow, have jams. All right. These aren't mic'd up right now. This is for later when I do stuff. Playing with mics is another deal. Like tablas is such a great thing because it gets both of your hands in there, and no matter what instrument you play, if you've been playing tablas and you get it down, you know that means both of your hands are working. So anything, like whenever I go back to play bass or guitar, I'm like, whoa, I'm in a new zone here. You know, I have new dexterity, new speed, and clarity. And so these are great for any kind of, if you play piano, if you play violin, if you play bass, whatever. And there's so many different things, so many little spots to concentrate on where you could just really go into and spend a lot of time, and it gets into things that are very different from other stuff that you do. And blah blah blah. So yeah, flying around the sun. recently I've been trying to sit cross-legged. I'm 56 years old and 6'8". It's not easy. It hurts. Especially I'll go half lotus for a while. Oh, makes me wonder who the hell was the first dude to do this, or lady. Why? But you know, and I fought it off. I tried it like a ways back, and I was like, no, I'll just sit in a chair. But then, you know, I kept thinking about it. I'm like, man, there's a lot of tabla players out there all sit like this. And so I started trying it, you know, and it's kind of a weird thing, you know. First of all, it creates a sacred position, you know, the pyramid. And then you have your two circles here, pretty sacred stuff. And it opens up your hips, which I think it has some sort of effect. And, you know, maybe process the Kundalini channel gets cleared out that way a little bit, maybe. But for me, it's brought a lot of clarity, focus. You know, it's kind of a little torturous thing, angle on it, but you know, you'll feel the pain, and you're like, and you notice that when you go into the music, when you start projecting, that the pain is not noticed anymore. You're not thinking about it. It's not there. And while that's happening, your legs are dropping, you're sitting straighter, you're opening up more, and it just falls into these notches that are kind of scary, because if you move a little bit or stress a little bit, the pain is like kink. But if you just keep going, and I've not been doing it for very long, maybe a couple months or something. I've been playing tablas for maybe a couple years now, and but I've been playing all kinds of other instruments for lots of years, 30 years, since I was 20 or so, or playing around when I was a kid. But yeah, sitting like this is beneficial, I believe. And breathing, something I don't remember to do very well, but you know, breathing in through your nose while you're playing, out through your mouth sometimes, into your, and centering, and you know, closing your eyes and getting that field. You know, what do you see? Do you have a focus? Can you get a light to spin in there? You know, and you know, that's the inside of you. That's heaven within. You know, that's what I'm all about, is creating heaven on earth. And, you know, this is all heaven. And it's only up to me to understand it, to rise to that occasion. And I like to talk other people into the idea too. And that's enough for now.